Hello there, Soul Tribe. Welcome back to my channel, The African Gypsy. I am your girl, Sunshine, back with this week's weekly psychic forecast. Today I decided, no, let me record this on a Sunday, so we have it from the 4th to the 11th of June, the next 7 days. Let's see what is coming up. So as we start the week, I know we're all on different timelines, but at least as the week begins, we see what's coming up for us, what we need to be aware of, and how we can be moving forward. So I already did a little pre-shuffle, so we can get straight into the messages. Before I get into our messages, thank you so much, guys, for all of your support that you've given my channel and me on this channel and behind the scenes. Thank you for subscribing, for liking, for sharing the content. Thank you ever so much, and thank you for joining my soul tribe and joining me on this journey. Without further ado, let's go straight into the messages. The first message I got here is trust your intuition. So over the next 7 days, guys, it's going to be very, very important that you're zoning in on what your gut is telling you. Now, your intuition can talk to you in many different ways. It can talk to you through dreams, through visions, through just a feeling that you can't shake off, something that seems a lot stronger and wiser than your own random thoughts. And your intuition can also talk through your body. Your heart could feel a certain way as you're talking to someone, or you could get a knotting up in your stomach or solar plexus area when someone's talking to you. That will tell you that something that you've often spoken about. Oh, I felt my stomach sink. I got a sinking feeling in my stomach. All of that's intuition talking to you. So it's going to be very important to trust your intuition. This is not the time to ignore urges that you're getting from spirit. And I always say that intuition works like equated to like the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is not loud. And the spirit, your ancestors, your angels, your spirit guides, they're not loud like, oh, you gotta stop this. It's kind of like a very gentle suggestion. Don't you think you should not go to that place? Or I think you should go to this place now. Or don't you feel that this person's lying? Don't you feel that this is what really went down in this situation? It's going to be very important to trust your intuition. Inner tuition, that tuition that's wiser than you. And the second message I got from our African goddess deck, thank you, Bo, thank you for this deck, is Gang Gang Sarah. So Gang Gang Sarah talks about resistance. It's interesting. So maybe someone's intuition is telling them to resist something, and that's going to be important. With Gang Gang Sarah, this is an ascended master from the country of Tobago, of Trinidad Tobago, and she's said to have blown in a strong wind to free her people. And with this year, we're being told that there's something you need to do. Maybe there's a book you need to write. There's a picture you need to finish working on. There's an art piece you need to complete. There's a song you need to lace the last touches on. But you're resisting your own greatness by always coming up with reasons why it's not good enough. You're procrastinating. It might just be pure laziness. It could be hiding under the guise of perfection. I know most people who are creative would understand what I'm talking about. Oh, it's like, oh, it's not good enough yet. It's not quite done. Let me just do one more brush stroke and then to be done. Or let me just proofread this one more time. Sometimes we are holding back ourselves by fearing our own greatness. Right now, that means that you'll be your own worst enemy. You know what you need to do. You need to make certain moves. You have to make certain decisions, but you're holding back under the guise of, oh, it's not yet good enough. So Spirit is asking you over the next 7 days to take on the energy of Gang Gang Sarah. She just blew in like a strong wind. She didn't sit around waiting for the right circumstances, for the right time, or waiting for the bell to ring, saying, ding, 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 ding. This is it. This is the bell. This is your great moment. Step into it. So we're being asked not to self-sabotage ourselves by procrastinating, putting things off. You know that there are things you need to do that are going to put you in your greatness. Maybe it's a spiritual path you need to take up. Maybe it's a spiritual bath you have to take. Maybe you need to go for a cleansing. Maybe it's time to go and into the forest or whatever you call it, to talk to your spirit guides, your ancestors, to God. And you keep putting it off. Oh no, I don't have all the right things yet. It's not yet the right time. I'm going to put it off till next week. Oh, I want to start gym, but I'll only start when I get these new tackies to go with, or I don't have the right leotard for this ABC. And we keep putting things off, and we're being asked not to resist our own greatness. So our affirmation, let me get the book meaning. I feel that someone needs to hear the exact meaning. Our affirmation is, this is me. I show up. I show up. I'm showing up. So you need to show up for yourself. You are your own superhero. You are the one coming to save you. Yes, you're going to get a lot of help and assistance along the way, but you need to show up. You need to be there first. So, Gang Sarah is a shadow a goddess, witch of Golden Lane, who blew into Tobago on a determined breeze from West Africa to emancipate her family. So some of you may be needing to step in the gap for your families in some way in the next 7 days. So her guidance is that you're scared you're going to mess it all up. Yes, you may have stumbled. It's quite possible. Everyone falls sometime. We don't choose to fall. But staying down, that is a choice. You need to decide that, you know what, I'm not going to stay down. Yes, I fumbled the bag, or I fumbled in this situation, or I failed, I lost, but I'm not going to stay down. Losing was not a choice. But staying down after the loss, that is on you. And you need to show up for yourself and turn things around. So learn to show up for yourself. So you are the one who's ghosting your own dreams and resisting your own magic. Stop holding back. Stop worrying and pretending to seek can't got my tongue. Stop pretending to seek perfection that will never come. So you need to step into your greatness, but your resistance is keeping you back. Resistance can look like procrastination, laziness, disorganization, excuses, or a lack of motivation. Sometimes you need to go out there and do things, even when you're not feeling motivated. As you start doing, that's a verb. A verb is a doing word. So once you start doing, the motivation will follow you. It's not always that you feel like, yeah, I'm motivated, I'm going to do this, and you want to do that. And you feel really motivated. And the motivation follows you after you've already started. So your affirmation is, this is me, I show up. And then we've got an angel message from Astara. You deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires and don't compromise. So Spirit is saying that they've noticed with concern that many of us are not asking angels for help and assistance because we think that we don't deserve it, or we think that if universe helps us or angels help us, it's taken away from someone else. That's a scarcity mentality. And God does not have that. Universe, creator, by whatever name you want to call that positive force, he or she, whatever, however you believe it. But universe does not have, it's all about abundance. We're the ones who put in limitations. We're the ones who limit ourselves and our own growth as we go on our path. So we're being asked to continue to grow and move forward and have a lot of strength to do the right things, to do what comes right for us. All right. So in the next 7 days, I'm picking up that many people are moving to calmer waters with the 6 of Swords here. We're choosing peace over drama, and Spirit is moving away from a very chaotic situation into much calmer waters. Again, the resistance, that's your blockage. Many of you are learning to put the barriers down, to put the boundaries down. Spirit is trying to lead you to calmer waters, but you've been resisting it and thinking that, no, you deserve to be in this mess. You deserve to be in a situation that's less than the best. But Spirit is asking you to deserve more, to ask for more, and know that you deserve the best. Because when universe gives you more, whether it's more money, resources, health, wealth, wisdom, abundance, support, whatever, experience, whatever it may be, when you're given more, you also automatically have more to give everyone else. So it becomes a win-win situation for the world all around. So don't be afraid to ask for more. I see that uppermost in our minds here, yeah, someone's coming out of an unfair situation. Something was unjust. Something happened that was unfair. But now you're reaching a more productive or helpful season of your life. In the past, many of you were very intuitive. You listen to your intuition, and your intuition is telling you to move to calmer waters. Your intuition is telling you that there are certain barriers you need to break down for yourself. I may be talking to a couple of people who are highly intuitive as well as I'm doing this reading here. So you really zoned in, again, that message of trust your intuition. You really zoned in on your intuition. In your current circumstances over the next 7 days, many of you are going on a brand new journey, on a brand new adventure, taking a leap of faith to end something, to close off some cycle and go into something new. Right now, we're in full moon energy, full moon in Sagittarius as I'm doing this reading. And this is a powerful time to release what doesn't serve you. Break any cords or ties that no longer serve you. Those karmic ribbons that bind us to certain people, places, or situations that no longer serve us, or thought patterns that no longer serve us. This is a good time to release them. In the future, someone may be getting an important transaction. It's important because of the use you want to make of the resources coming towards you. But there's a bit of a juggling act as well. Still that resistance about, do I move forward or don't I? The key is transformation. You're going through a lot of transformation. An old cycle is over and a new one is coming in. That's why we've got the new adventure coming in for you. In your environment, I feel that many of you may be doing more than one job. So you might be doing your job and something else. You're going to be making money or making things happen for you through using your skills and your talents. And for someone who wanted to sell some assets to make some money, Spirit is saying that now is not the right time to do that. You will be able to make ends meet through wise and judicious management of your resources. Knowing, okay, I need to do this with that resource, do that with the other resource. Many of you are hoping as well to meet up with someone who's going to sponsor you, a mentor, someone who's really going to be helpful on your journey. And the result is that you're going to be protected. Your new beginning is going to be protected. So whatever you're working towards, don't need to worry. It's going to be protected by Spirit. All right, let's clarify. Let's see what is the blockage for the collective over the next 7 days. Yeah, someone's all loved out. Someone's got no more love to give. At the bottom of this, a partnership. Someone is feeling that they need to put their guard down. Maybe they've been putting their guard up, trying to stop an ending in a partnership, whether it's a love partnership or a business partnership. But someone's got no more love to give a situation. Nothing. No, this cup is turned over. It's empty. There's nothing more to give in that cup. And maybe it's caused you sleepless nights. And your blockage has been to release a partnership that no longer serves you. There's been a lot of conflict. Or there's conflict with this partner, or conflict with you thinking, should I release this or not? I've got 2 right now, so you are getting balance. There's a lot of balance returning into your life in different areas of your life. What else do we need to know here, Spirit? Yeah, someone is deciding to cut off people, places, and situations that no longer serve their highest good. And this might make you a bit sad. Change can seem a bit daunting and scary because you don't know what the new chapter is going to look like, but you definitely know that you don't want to be in the chapter that you're in. So at least that's one positive thing that you do know. You've got that certainty. You can move forward with the certainty that I don't want things to be like this. And if change is going to happen, it's going to be up to me. There's a phrase that I've always used. I can't even remember where I picked it up, but it says, if it's to be, then it's up to me. So if change is going to happen in your life, it's up to you. You make that change happen. What's coming up? What's the new leap of faith, the new adventure for the collective? Someone is coming out of sadness, out of depression, having low self-esteem, healing a bruised ego. But something is not quite over. But even if it's not over, sometimes you don't need closure. Sometimes you have to give yourself the closure and keep moving forward. And you're deciding to go on a leap of faith in terms of work. Someone may be doing new work. And someone decided to work on themselves, to master the craft, to come out head and shoulders above above the rest. Because you are the cream of the crop. And you've realized that. And you're like, you know what? With the way I've mastered my craft, I need to go on a new adventure. I need to look at things differently, have a real paradigm shift. So I look at myself and the options differently. This might be happening because you've had disloyal friends, disloyal associations. Maybe there's some sort of fraud that was committed. Someone signed documents using your name, your signature, your ID, which were fraudulent. And this has made you have a real right about turn and say, you know what? In the light of new information, I can't keep carrying on like I don't know. There's some things you just can't unsee. Once you see them, you have to start acting accordingly. And you're looking at things differently and deciding, okay, because of that, I need to go on a new journey. I need to be more independent. I need to get more freedom. I need to expand my hustle. I need to be self-sufficient. For some of you, like I said with the earlier message, someone is starting to be single and self-sufficient and just stand on their own 2 feet and show up for themselves, like what came up earlier on. And that is bringing in their strength. Sorry about that, guys. So I was saying that some of you are deciding to stand up individually, and there's strength in that. I know people often say there's strength in numbers, but in this case, there may actually be strength in solitude, strength in showing up for yourself. Don't wait for the numbers to be big enough for you to move forward. You're just deciding to move forward as you are. So moving forward with that message, in the next 7 days, from the 4th to the 11th of June, what do the collective need to know? But remember, the time is fluid. This may have already started happening in your life, or it's about to happen. There might be a lot of confusion because there are many options that you can possibly go towards since you're going on a brand new journey. But there's some trickery and deception that you need to be aware of. Some manipulation, some sleight of hand, some cunning fox energy that you need to be aware of. Someone trying to cause confusion, trying to make you look like a fool. Oh, things turned pretty quickly, didn't they? And this is as you're stepping to a new world. You're deciding to close off a chapter on something. You've learned your lessons. Yes, you've got a bit of a juggling act about what do I do, but you've closed the door in a certain situation. You've learned your lessons. This may be a karmic lesson from past lifetimes that you've closed off. It had to happen in that way, and you've closed off that chapter, the karmic cycle. You're moving forward, being very grounded, very stable. it's like you know exactly what to do with your penticali there. Like, okay, I need to do A, B, and C. Someone may have been trying to manifest a situation where you're left out in the cold. They're trying to manipulate a situation. I did speak about some fraudulent activity earlier on with someone trying to disenfranchise you of something that was supposed to be yours, and they think using coins, using money to do something. Let's find out what that's about. Let's go straight to the cheeky madames and find out what that energy is all about. What is this trickery and deception about? Oh, shame. The bullet has already left the gun. It's too late for them. Whoever's been trying some trickery and deception, your intuition is shown like to a T. You're on point with what your intuition is telling you, and you're showing up for yourself in the next 7 days. Someone is trying to come up with some trickery, someone who self-medicates, someone who tells themselves, oh, I need to do this and do that and do that, doesn't really listen to the advice of anyone wiser than themselves. Someone has ulterior motives, so you need to be aware of someone with ulterior motives coming towards you, offering many different options or choices, but they're trying to leave you out in the cold ultimately. So, but you're being told that your passed on grandfather, the soldier or the policeman, is whispering sacred, important information to you. So they're telling you exactly what you need to do. Yeah, so this is a situation that needs you to be wise about how you're going to conduct yourself. Sorry about that. Sorry, guys. It's a Sunday morning. My son is in and out. It happens. He's happy. He's all right. Okay. So someone is coming with an ulterior motive, but your pastor and grandfather, the policeman or the soldier, is telling you exactly how to conduct yourself, and they're coming in with intuitive messages as well about how you should conduct yourself. And you also have a very supportive community around you. I feel that someone is going to come to you even from a distance with some very important information, the missing piece of the puzzle, something that you've been wondering exactly what went down where, and this person is maybe trying to locate you, trying to find you, trying to get this information to you. I'm picking this up very strongly for some of you, but don't hesitate once this information comes. It may be something that you need to act on as a matter of urgency when this information comes through to you. Someone's mission is to provoke you. This came out last week. This trickster one, wants to provoke you, to make you act the fool. Like I said last week, to get you all unraveled like a jersey that's lost a stitch. But you're not about that. You're really gonna be okay. Ooh. You shocked me with your accuracy. Thank you, Spirit. That's my spirit guys telling me that what I've said is an accurate report. This is spiritual intelligence that's extremely accurate. So you want to sit up and pay attention to that. I think I'm going to do this reading in 2 parts. What else do we need to know right here? I want to apologize, but my ego is more important. Yeah, someone wants to apologize, but their ego is just too important. You get a situation where someone, I heard this somewhere. I can't remember where I picked it up, but at the end of the day, I had this statement in my mind from someone. They say that someone is standing there with 1 foot on a banana peel, 1 foot in the grave, but they still can't apologize. They're just still acting like a big foolish banana, being egotistical and not just apologizing, so that they're drawn back from the throes of the death's dark horses. That's how it came out. I think that's from Shakespeare, the death's dark horses. Again, they try to contend with God. In the next 24 hours, they will learn a lesson. So someone is egotistical. Someone was supposed to apologize to you a long time ago, but they haven't. But in the next 24 hours, Spirit is dealing with this person. It's nothing that you've done. They try to fight with God and God's plan and wishes for your life, but God is about to step in. Guys, let me extend this reading and come in with the second part of it. Stay with me.